just having a walk around on my new property, looking at all the beautiful trees that are going to be turned into a log home, hopefully. Got a lot of shrubs in here I need to remove. That shouldn't be too difficult, but the difficult part is I don't have a chainsaw or any way to move the trees around. But I do have a contractor coming by. He's going to look at the trees that we have here and see if there actually is enough logs here to build a log cabin. If I have the supplies for him, maybe he will build it for us if the price is right. I would have probably have to get a maybe a telehandler or something like that for them to lift up the logs and put them in place and then to build. But hopefully he'll be by sometime today and have a quick look at it and maybe get a quote to me to see if he can maybe build a log cabin with the trees that we have here. I mean, I'll cut down the trees and trim them up and cut them to length to save myself on some labor, but yeah, hopefully he gives me a decent price. Let's see, it's now 9:30. I've been kind of killing some time here this morning. I've already been to see Mr. Wythers, and he got his results back from the soil sampling testing, and they need some lime spread on the field because, yeah, the pH level is just a little bit too low for the kind of soil that they have. So I'm actually going to drive right past the store, and I'll see if the equipment is out there. It's supposed to be just a lime spreader that he leased for the day, but I am going to have to go pick up some lime for it. But apparently he's already prepaid for that. And when I get done with that, yeah, apparently he bought a trailer as well, and then I have to go back to the store after I drop off the lime spreader, pick up a trailer that he purchased for the farm, and then head on down to the same place I got to get the lime from, fill it up with fertilizer, and bring it back to his farm and unload it into a storage silo that he has to get ready for the season. Let me just pull into here. Well, there's a lime spreader, and I assume that's the trailer. Since I'm here now, I'm just going to head right on inside and just have a quick chat and make sure that's ours. When I come back, I really don't have to, run inside and double check. So yes, this is the lime spreader that he leased for the day. So I'll just have to head on down and fill up with some lime. And of course, this is the trailer that he purchased. Looks like a brand new one. Or is it used? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it looks brand new. Cultivator still sits out here, but the soil sampler is gone. Anyways, I better get to work because there's a few things I need to do today other than working for Mr. Wythers. I got to take care of the animals as well. Yeah, the animals, that kind of, I'm not sure now what exactly is going on, seeing that there's a pig there named Arnold, and it's owned by, well, Oliver Douglas. I didn't let on to Mr. Wythers that I knew anything about Oliver Douglas because really I don't. Hopefully I just said, well, I just said pretty much that's strange that the pig's name is Arnold. Just checking for traffic. Oh, yeah, that's right, traffic. The other way around. For me, anyways. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. So, I don't know if Mr. Wythers is going to be around today because I've already been up here to speak with him right at sunrise. And he told me what he wanted to get done today, so I don't know if I'll see him today or not. But I have had a quick look around the farm a little bit more because, like, I didn't know the pigs were there. There's a combine around the corner. But he's kind of looking into trading in the combine that he has over here, which I found kind of interesting because it doesn't look like that bad of a combine. I mean, it's got some wear on it. So does the header. I mean, it doesn't look that bad of shape, but, I don't know what he has planned for the farm at all. Yep, so there's the sheep. I'll have to make sure they got plenty of water, and they do have some hay over there. And, of course, the pigs. The oink oinks. Yeah, I'm not too sure. This just seems kind of... I don't know what to think about it. I don't want to mention anything to anyone that I kind of know about Oliver Douglas, because, like I said, I don't really know. So that's Arnold, owned by Oliver Douglas. I did not. I probably should have asked Mr. Wythers why he's taking care of Oliver Douglas's pig. Maybe he knows him more. Maybe I can get some information about it. Then maybe I can start putting two and two together. But anyways, I need to focus on the task at hand for today, and that's first thing. Yeah, we got to get the lime spreader and head on down and get some lime I kind of know my way around the village now a little bit better. I drove around a little bit yesterday afternoon after I talked to Mr. Withers. So, yep, starting to learn my way around the village a little bit more. Sally at the store is always a great help. Every morning I go in and talk to her, get my cup of coffee for the day. Always very helpful. Yeah, that pipe is always right in the way. The exhaust pipe. Hey, stay on your own side of the road, dude. Oh, that traffic just comes flying around that corner. Something about this village, though. It's like there's no traffic or there's a line of traffic. Must be just a lot of fast drivers with a couple slow drivers around here. I also noticed this morning when I came in, there's a New Holland tractor in there. Probably should go ask about that, just to see what it's there, because now that I own the property, let's go ahead and attach this up. Now that I own some property, maybe I can go, I need to go to the bank and ask the bankers now. Now that I own some property, maybe I got to get a log house on there first. But maybe taking out a loan, and once I can figure out how big of a loan I can take out, then maybe, just maybe, I can start, you know, trying to find some decent equipment. All right. No traffic coming, I don't believe. I mean, they shouldn't. I already got my front end out there, but you never know. All right, so hopefully when I get down to the to get the lime, hopefully Mr. Withers did pay them for the lime. I'll go knock on the door and ask him if I can fill it up. I mean, this thing does hold quite a bit amount of lime, I think. Zip on down here. I mean, this lime spreader, I don't know if it's the only one the store has, but it should not take me too long to spread some lime on that field at all. The field is big, but it's not too big. I guess it all depends on the kind of equipment that we're going to be running on it. Now, apparently I'll have tomorrow off from what Mr. Withers said, other than just I just got to check on the animals every day, just to make sure they got enough food and water, of course. But he doesn't believe I'll have any farm work for tomorrow, but maybe the day after. The field that we keep on working on, he wants to plant either wheat or barley, and he hasn't figured it out yet. So I guess when the time comes, he'll let us know. He does own another field, a very small one. He's thinking about just plowing that in, and he's not sure what he wants to do with it. I did tell him, though, I did buy a piece of property down here, the vacant lot, and his eyes lit up a little bit about that, so not too sure. Let's see, so Alien Grains is kind of roughly where I'm going, I think. And if I sneak into here, this is where I pick up lime, fertilizer, other things. Right, hopefully uncover that. And now I'll just park that. I'm going to head on inside and make sure that we're okay to grab some lime. Where is the door they want me to go into? Alright, we're all set to grab some lime. So I'm going to grab the lime, head on back up to the farm in the field, and start spreading some beautiful white lime. I am liking this Massey Ferguson. Does seem to haul 18,000 liters of lime rather well. Hauls down the road pretty darn quick. But here we are back to the field that apparently needs some lime in it. It's nice to see the leaves are starting to grow in the trees as well around here. Alright. Let's go ahead and unfold the lime spreader. That's looking good. Oh wow, yeah, this is not going to take too long with this thing for sure. So I suppose the readings just were that the pH levels were just a little bit too low for them on this field. So they said, I think one dosage of lime should do it. For how long? Who knows? Got some weeds growing in here already. But apparently, yeah, he wants to plant some barley and or some wheat in this field. A cereal crop, I suppose. I think he wants to get some straw for the pigs, be my guess. I kind of wish I saw what he had here at the farm last year, that he just sold everything off. I guess he sold off a lot of land as well, so he could, you know, have enough money to buy some newer equipment. I gotta be kind of careful of what I use here. I don't know how much... Ooh, that's not good measurements there, is it? No, it's not. Hopefully I got enough to do the whole field. That's all that really matters. So I don't know if he paid for more or not. But this should definitely help out his yield quite a bit. And I kind of talked it over with my payment. I guess he's going to pay me at the end of every season. So when spring is over, I'll get my wonderful little paycheck. And by the time the end of summer comes, so hopefully I can... Hopefully when I talk to the bank, I can get kind of a loan. I mean, $7,000. Yeah, I can live on $7,000 for a few more days, but I won't be able to do, you know, anything around... I guess, can I call it my farm? I mean, I just got a lot of land. That's all I got. So if the bank comes through, then yeah, then I can possibly look at maybe a small tractor. All right, spread this lime on down here. I think I'll just do a headland first. Yeah, because this is kind of field you're going to need to do headland first on. That's for darn sure. But for what he paid for soil sampling, I wonder if it'll pay off in the long run for him. I mean, will the yield increase that much more by knowing the soil? Because if it does work out for him, I mean, I guess I could... I mean, worst thing is I'll ask him and he says he won't, you know, he won't reveal if he made much more money on the soil sampling or not. Because if I venture into the farmland myself, it'd be good to know if it's worth actually paying for soil sampling. Of course, I really haven't asked how much it was to rent the soil sampler or anything like that. So maybe it's not as expensive as I think it might be. Weather-wise, it is a beautiful day. Just a tad bit windy out there today, but keeps the spring bugs away, I suppose. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit more nice out, like I said before, where the leaves starting to pop up. Spring out. Just keeping a close eye on the tablet on the left-hand side, making sure that I'm spreading the right amount of lime per hectare on the field. Tablet will tell me how much I need to be applying per the hectare that we're in. So if it needs more, I just bump out how much the lime spreader is putting out. If it needs less, I decrease it, and it's all good. Some areas are going through a lot more lime than others. Hopefully I can make this in just 2 more passes. So yeah, it's not too expensive when I do get some farmland, which hopefully I will. Probably do some soil sampling myself. I wonder if it'll be feasible for me. Maybe I should look into how much the soil sampler is, and maybe I can go around and do soil sampling for all the other farmers. Because apparently, when I handed in the soil samples the other day, yeah, they kind of told me that no one around here, Mr. Withers, is the first one to be doing it. So I just would, I mean, I would just assume that no other farmer has. Or they're using a different company. Would be something I could get into, get paid to do that. I gotta look for a lot of small jobs because I don't have no equipment, but yeah, I need to pay a visit to the banker later on today after I gotta make one stop for sure today, and that's going up to a forestry area. Because I did ask at the store earlier if they had chainsaws, and they said no, but I might be able to get a good deal on a chainsaw up at the forestry area. So I think, yeah, I think I'm just about done. I think I left too much of a narrow strip here to where the spreader can't calculate how much it needs. Oh, there it goes. So it must be we were kind of fine where we were, but needed a little bit more here. And this strip is probably too narrow as well. Well, that's my first job done here for the day, I suppose. I'll bring this back, grab his new trailer, head on down to the same spot where I got the lime, and they said, yep, I'm all set. When I get there, just honk the horn, and they'll start unloading the fertilizer into the trailer. But first thing, bring this back to the store and grab, well, the trailer. I'm not sure how much his storage area holds, but this seems like an awful lot of fertilizer. So hopefully it takes it all, and if it doesn't, well, just leave it in the trailer. I don't know what else I could do with it. Actually, these bins look bigger than I think they probably are, but we'll find out here shortly. Alright, let's go see if it silo takes it all. Well, it did take all the fertilizer. Holds a lot more than I thought it would. Alright, so where... He didn't tell me where he wanted the trailer parked. I guess park it over by the combine? I mean, he's got this shed here as well. The silo is kind of on this side of the road where we come into the farm, so maybe just park it in here? I mean, it doesn't take much to move it around later on if it needs to, so... Alright, with the trailer parked away, let's go ahead and top off the pigs with some water. It looks like they got plenty of food for another day at least. Yeah, they look fine. They look totally fine. You guys just don't have any straw. That's all. I'm just curious though because... Yeah, I took care of pigs. I'm just trying to figure out... My pigs were awfully messy. These don't seem to be as messy. Do they need light? I don't think so. I think they're fine on light. said, I haven't really had a good look around this farm in a bit. Well, I guess if he wants me to work on stuff, this would be the workshop, but it seems kind of empty of some tools. Looks like he's got a battery charger, oil can, extension cord, the good old hammer, some jacks, a grinder. Some spare parts for New Holland looks like in there. Alright, need to go over and check on the sheep. All 4 of them. See what they're up to. And then I guess park up the Massey Ferguson for the day. Hop into Justin's Volkswagen and head on up to the forest area, and hopefully I can buy myself a chainsaw. I think we'll just park up the Massey Ferguson right here where it belongs. I mean, if the pigs are fine, if the pigs are not going through the food, I would assume the sheep are not going through the food either. But man, this wind today, this wind can give you a headache. Well, they are producing some wool over there. Their feed trough looks kind of full. A little bit of water for them. But man, if he doesn't have that many fields, I don't know why he would want to trade on the combine. But you know, it's his farm, and they got one hay bale back here. One hay bale, but it's only 4 sheep, so I guess it would last them for a while. Well, I think I'm done here on the farm for another half day. I mean, we got the field spread with some lime. Got his fertilizer shipped here. I think he's got some seed in there. Yeah, so the pH value is looking really, really good. Yeah, I don't know what he's got for fertilizer, but other than the fertilizer that we brought. So I guess when he drills, he's going to fertilize it, and while he drills, I would think, or I would be, I suppose. All right, let's get in Justin's VW. Head up to the forest area, and I think it's Paul I'm looking for up there. So according to the store, if I just leave Mr. Wyther's farm and go straight up the dirt road, then take a left and head up towards the forestry area, that's where I can probably find Paul, and maybe he's got some chainsaws that he might be willing to part with. I mean, I don't need a whole bunch of chainsaws. This just something to get the job done. A little brushy through here. Hopefully I don't scratch up Justin's VW. I think it'll be fine. I mean, is there going to be any traffic here? Head up to the forest. Might have to give the car a good wash, though. What do we have around here? Probably should take it kind of slow through here. Oop, there's a gate here. Well, I really don't have any other place to park it, so I'm going to park here for now. I mean, the gate's closed. Well, I'll go down here quickly and knock, see if anyone's around. Thanks again, Paul. I'll keep you in mind. Have a good day. Paul, a very good man, gave me a nice deal on a used chainsaw. $500. Yeah, he says if I need to ever sell any logs or anything like that, keep him in mind, come on up, and we'll strike a deal. Alright, now I just need to get the heck out of here. That's all I need to do. So now we got a chainsaw, so my next stop would be probably to the bank. I don't want to start cutting down trees yet because I have heard a word from the contractor to know if it's worth it with these logs or not, or am I just going to have to cut them on down and maybe sell the logs to Paul. I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait to get an answer from the contractor. But I guess meanwhile, maybe I'll swing past the bank and let them know the situation that I'm in right now, that I own some property. I got $6,500 left in my name. And what my plans are, and see if we can strike up a deal to maybe get a loan. And who knows, maybe sometime soon if I get a loan, I can get myself a tractor. And once I know how much of a loan I get, then I can kind of guess what kind of equipment I can start looking at. Start off small with this tractor and maybe an implement, maybe two, if I can afford that much on the loan, but have to wait and see. But on off to the bank and have a little bit of chat with the loan officer.